lying on your belly, bend the knees, take the outsides of the ankles into the hands. Inhale, lifting up, lift the heart, lift the thighs off the mat. And you can rock backwards and forwards here. When you're ready, very carefully, exhale, come down. So starting with the soles of the feet on the mat, toes facing forward. Inhale, lift the hips. And you can stay here, press the palms through the mat. Otherwise, you can interlace behind the back, bring the outsides of the shoulders underneath you. Strong line of energy through the front of the body. So starting in a tabletop position, you're going to press through the hands and the feet. Inhale, drop the belly, take the gaze high. Exhale, round, draw the shoulders up towards the ears. Inhale, warming up the spine, drop the belly. Exhale, round. Good. Draw the navel in. Inhale, drop the belly one more time, arching the spine. Exhale, last time, rounding round, warming up the spine. When you're ready, come back to tabletop position. So starting in Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, sweep the arms high, bending the knees, coming into your chair pose, drawing the navel in. Take a look at your toes, make sure you can see them, otherwise draw the hips a little further back. Breathing here, navel towards the spine. Inhale. Exhale. When you're ready, slowly coming back to mountain pose, hands at the side of the body. In your high plank position, draw focus into the navel and push back through the back heels. Gliding the elbows towards the ribs, come down halfway. Inhale up to upward facing dog. There's your chaturanga transition. So from starting lying on your belly, you're going to inhale, lift the gaze, lift the heart. Press down through the palms and the forearms. Breathing here. Maybe pushing down through the feet, lifting a little higher. And then when you're ready, come back down to the mat. So starting in your tabletop position, tuck the toes and lift up to your downward facing dog. Walk out the hands and feet as much as you need to. Lifting the tailbone high, lifting the seat high. Make sure you're relaxed in the shoulders and the neck, and feel free to paddle out the feet here. Taking the heels as much off the ground as you need to get that nice lift. Creating a nice V-like shape. Breathing here. Drawing the navel inwards. Hands and feet are active. Inhale, lift the knee into the chest. Slowly wrapping that right leg around the left. Maybe it goes once, just like that, or maybe it wraps twice. From here, inhale, sweep the arms, press the palms. Exhale, right arm underneath. Inhale, lift the elbows away from the chest. Exhale, you can stay here with a straight spine, otherwise bring the elbows to the knee, coming into full eagle pose. Breathing in, breathing out, finding balance. From here, inhale, lifting up, bring that knee back into the chest. Exhale, release, hands to heart center. On the left now. From here, inhale, left knee into the chest. Again, guiding that leg around the standing leg, maybe once, maybe twice. From here, inhale, sweep the palms, press to touch. Exhale, left arm underneath this time. Inhale, elbows away from chest, create that space. From here, you can go all the way or stay up nice and tall. Breathing in. Breathing out, finding your balance, staying strong. Inhale, come all the way up, unravel, press palms to touch. Exhale, release, back to standing. Lying on the mat, bring the palms facing down underneath you. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the heart. From here, exhale, bring the crown of the head to the mat, creating a nice little back bend here. Breathing in. Breathing out, pointing the toes, whole body active. Breathing in. Exhale, bring the chin to the collar. Release the hands, come to lie down. Starting in your warrior two position, we're going to take a nice little transition here. So inhale, lifting off up onto that right foot. Bring the right hand down in front of the right foot and start to stack each hip on top of the other. You can stay here with straight legs or take the bind if you feel like you'd like to try something new. Breathing in. Breathing out, maybe coming back to half moon pose with a straight leg. And when you're ready, we'll come back to warrior two. So taking both elbows into your hands, find a nice elbow distance apart. Interlace the fingers and bring the crown of the head to the mat. Tippy-toeing in, bringing your weight all the way forward. Seeing if you can find a little lift here, finding the tuck. Don't worry if you have a wobble. And you can stay here with this tuck if you're a beginner. Maybe if you feel a little bit more confident, straighten up the legs. Try to, if you can, find a nice straight line, a little better than what I found. And then from there, bending the knees, come back to a tuck and very lightly come back down. If you find that one hard, you can try one leg at a time, walking the toes in again, lifting one leg up, finding this seesaw counterbalance. You might find it easier to get the legs up this way. Again, coming down nice and gently. Take a child's pose. So lotus pose doesn't suit everyone's bone structure. So if you feel any pain in this pose, please just take cross-legged or one foot in front of the other. Otherwise, if it feels nice and easy for you to get into this pose, let's bring the right leg on top. So staying here, I have no pressure on the knees, sitting up nice and tall in a comfortable seated position. Starting in a seated position, let's bring the right knee into the chest. Sitting up nice and tall, bring that right hand behind you. Inhale, left arm to the sky, making contact with the left tricep and the right thigh if possible. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to maybe go a little bit deeper if the breath is still flowing. Notice how my left toes are active. And when you're ready, come back to center, give yourself a little counter twist. Beautiful. On the other side, inhale, left knee into the chest, sit up tall. Inhale, right arm to the sky. Exhale, coming into your twist. Again, only going as far as the breath allows. Strong right toes, sitting up tall. And when you're ready, gently coming back round to center. Give yourself a little counter twist. And then we'll meet back in seated. Bring in your downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg to the sky, opening up the hip. And then from there, bring the right knee behind the right wrist. Finding yourself in a comfortable position, opening up the chest. And then you can come down over the shin. Otherwise, just staying wherever feels good, wherever you feel an opening of the hip. This can be quite an intense pose for some people, so try to stay relaxed, stay with the breath. You can stay here for as long as you like. I'm going to come out now. So inhale, lifting the chest, tuck the back toe, lift that back leg, come back to downward facing dog. We'll go on the other side. So inhale, left leg to the sky, opening up that hip again, finding some space. And then bring the left knee behind the left wrist this time. Again, take a moment to figure out your pigeon pose and then gently maybe coming all the way down wherever feels good, wherever you feel the stretch. And this can be a restorative pose, so you can really stay here for up to 5 minutes if you feel like that's available. Otherwise, 5 breaths. Stay relaxed, stay calm. And when you're ready, coming out of the pose. Tuck the back toe. And lift up to downward facing dog. So coming up from your tabletop position, find yourself with a nice strong line of energy from the crown of the head to the heels. Drawing all your awareness to the core now, start to fire up the breath. Draw the navel in towards the spine. So starting in your warrior two position, you're going to take the right forearm to the right thigh. Inhale, left arm open, opening the chest towards the sky rather than hunching over. You want to feel this lift. You can take a little bit more of an advanced option here, maybe the right palm on the outside of the right foot. Keep drawing the navel long, take the gaze to the palm. Inhale, coming back to warrior two. So coming into your high plank position, drawing the navel in, finding that nice strong core. Bring the right hand into the middle of the mat and roll onto the outside of the right foot. If this is too strong here, you can take the knee down to the mat and make it a little easier. Otherwise, you can go a bit further. I've decided to take the peace fingers to the big toe. Otherwise, just stay here, a couple more breaths in side plank. From here, bringing that left leg behind you, you want to flip into a gentle back bend, wild thing, reaching to the front of the room. Lifting the heart high. From here, very gently roll back to high plank, lower down chaturanga. Inhale up to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On the other side now, inhale, snake forward to high plank. Bring the left hand into the middle of the mat this time and onto the outside of the left feet. Again, those options are there. You can make it a little bit easier or a little bit stronger. Stepping the right foot behind you now, I've decided to come up onto the top of that foot, coming into wild thing again on the other side. Inhale, finding your high plank. Exhale, elbows in, chaturanga. Inhale up to upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. So starting lying on the mat, inhale the right knee into the chest. Guide the knee across the body and bring the right arm out to the side. Taking the gaze to the right palm, allow the torso to open up down to the mat. Breathing here. And when you're ready, bring the knee back into the chest. Give it one last squeeze. And we'll go on the other side. Inhale, left knee into the chest. Guiding it across the body, bringing the left arm out and taking the gaze to the left palm. You want to feel a nice stretch along the side of the body. Breathing here. And when you're ready, bring the knee back into the chest. And then release. Come to lie down on the mat. Starting with the hands at the heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms high, open the heart. Exhale, forward fold, flat back. Inhale, look up and lengthen. Exhale, palms flat as you step back to your high plank position. Lower down, chaturanga, elbows in. Inhale up to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Staying here for 5 breaths. Breathing in. Lifting the tailbone high, exhaling. Breathing down the backs of the legs. You can bend the knees here. Make sure you're not holding tension in the face or the neck. Drawing that navel in, breathing out. When you're ready on the next exhale, soften the knees, step to the top of the mat. Inhale, look up and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms high, see the sky. Exhale, hands to heart, samastiti. The hands at the heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, find your flat back, palms to shins. Exhale, hands flat as you step back to a high plank position. Lower down, knees, chin, chest, up to a low cobra. Exhale, bending the knees, come back through to downward facing dog. Feel free to lift the heels here, lifting the tailbone high. Relax the face, relax the shoulders. Breathing here. Hands and feet are strong. On your last breath, exhale, soften the knees, step to the top of the mat. Inhale, find your flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms high, see the sky. Exhale, hands to heart, samastiti. Starting with the hands at the heart center. Inhale, sweeping the arms, bending the knees, coming to chair pose. Exhale through, forward fold. Inhale, look up and lengthen, find your flat back. Exhale, hands flat, stepping back to your high plank, lower down chaturanga. Inhale up to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward, coming up to warrior one, arms high. Exhale, lower down, high to low plank, chaturanga. Inhale up to upward facing dog, hips are off the mat. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left side, inhale, left foot forward, coming up to warrior one, arms high. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga, high to low plank. Inhale up to upward facing dog, hips and thighs are off the mat. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Breathing here, inhaling. Exhaling, drawing that navel in, relaxing the shoulders and the neck. Breathing long, breathing deep. One more breath here. Soften the knees, step to the top of the mat. Inhale, look up and lengthen. Exhale, deep forward fold. Inhale, dip and rise, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, hands to heart, Samastiti.